Naturally, you'll have individuals that will try to look for opportunities to prey upon people when they're at their most vulnerable. And in this situation, we've had a lot of people that have evacuated their homes and businesses, and we have already seen that through tonight, where we had a couple of individuals that were breaking into cars on the southern end of the county in a neighborhood. We had a call of a suspicious person in the area. Our deputies responded. They were able to find the individuals hiding under a vehicle and tied it to a couple of break-ins. They've since been charged. They're arrested up here in our detention facility. And a little bit later on, we had a business break-in on the north end of the county where alarm went out and our deputies responded. They were able to catch the individual leaving from the parking lot, a short chase. They were able to get him stopped and arrested him. So I want people to know that, yes, the criminal element is out and looking for opportunities, but we are out in force and we're doing everything we can to protect their property. So I want to put their fears to rest. I understand that it's a trying time for all of us right now, and naturally they'd be worried about it, but understand we're doing our very best to protect their property, and I don't want this situation to cause people to try to return to their property before it is safe to return, because the conditions are very dangerous outside right now, and we don't want people on the roads. We have several trees that are down across a number of our roadways, and it's going to take some time to make it, after the storm passes, to make it safe for people to be able to get back in. But we're going to be out there. We are going to do everything we can to stay in the areas and respond and stay vigilant and deter these individuals, and if not, hopefully apprehend them if they do try to break in to property or whatever it might be.
Is there anything people can do to protect themselves? I mean, if power's going out, alarm systems aren't going to work.
No, it's going to be a very difficult situation. I mean, people that have stayed home, naturally, I'm sure that there are several of them that are there and prepared to protect themselves and property if necessary, but those that are not, certainly try, if the power goes out, to use a landline if they can, or any way of communication to let us know. If they see anything suspicious or hear anything that concerns them, let us know, call in, and we will respond as quickly as we can. But again, understand our deputies are dealing with these conditions as well. It's very difficult for us to be able to get into some of these areas, but we're doing our very best. We have a number of officers that we brought out in order to minimize our response time. The call in the north end of the county, I think we were on scene within less than a minute. So that shows that we do have a very strong presence throughout the county, and we're going to do everything we can to protect their property and protect them.
Does it put a strain on your resources? I mean, you have so much to worry about with this hurricane going on.
It does. I mean, we have issues we're dealing with right now in our server room in our center, our communications center, trying to make sure the communications are up and going as long as we can keep them going. But things happen with a storm, and we just have to deal with it and be flexible and come up with alternative plans. And I'm very blessed to have a great group of men and women that are dedicated to serving and protecting this county in every aspect, and they're all working over there as a team right now to ensure that we can keep those communications up and running. And it's critical to be able to communicate and respond to situations just like this, to be able to protect people and their property and secure the county until this storm passes and we can make things safe in order for people to be able to return to their home.
As the storm passes through and we deal with being without power for a few days, do you think that the crime could increase?
I think there's always an opportunity for that. But again, we're going to do everything we can to clear those roadways, work with our other partners, with county operations and DOT, and all of the other entities that will come together to help clear the roadways and be able to get people back into their property, their homes and businesses safely, and work with the community to be able to deter this. Unfortunately, we just have these people that look for these opportunities, and I'm just like, the rest of the citizens of the county. I'm just sick of it. It's something that really bothers me, that people would look for an opportunity like this of all times when we should be coming together. But again, we've made sure that we have adequate space for any of them that want to try it, because I assure you we're going to do everything we can to lock every single one of them up and have no mercy on them.
I know you had mentioned cars getting broken into. Is it mainly just personal residences, or is it businesses as well?
In this case, it was at in a residential area, yes. But I mean, they're going to look for any opportunity, whether it's a residence or a business. The main thing is secure your property as well as you can, and hopefully everyone has already done that and hunkered down in a safe location, and that's what we want, people to be safe. And again, even if it does happen, material things can be replaced. We cannot replace your life if it's lost, and that's our goal, is to save the lives, number one, and we want people to stay where they're at, stay safe. If they're in an area and they didn't evacuate and it gets to a point where they're really concerned, they need to call into our center, and we'll see if we can help them, because you know, many times people don't heed the warnings, and it puts us in a very difficult situation. I can tell you from the sheriff's office side, when people reach out to us and for, you know, call for help, regardless of what it is or what the conditions are, our people try to help. So that's why it was so important to get people to evacuate ahead of time, so we wouldn't put ourselves in that position. But we have the law enforcement community and first responder community, they're a dedicated group of individuals, and they want to do everything they can to help people, especially in times like this. And that's why, you know, if there is an issue that arises, or you feel like you're in a safe place and something happens, give us a call and we'll do everything we can to help them. But again, the primary goal is to save lives. And so if you are evacuated somewhere and you feel like you have property elsewhere and you're worried about it, don't worry about it now. We will deal with it later, but we're doing everything we can right now to protect it. And I want to reassure our citizens that we will continue to do that
Storm
throughout
Track
this
3
process
Weather
until we
Center.
can get them back to their homes
The
and
National Weather
businesses.
Service has issued a flash flood